everybody, my name is Cloud and today we're going to stick with some basic Pilates movements, really focusing on how to learn to use the core and activate the core during our movements. We'll also be stretching and strengthening the rest of the muscles in the body. So let's just start. From here, we're going to have our feet hip width apart. So if you take the fist, place it between the knees, that's the length of your fist is your hip distance. We're going to stand back up, we're going to bring the arms by the side, and then we're going to join that belly button and lift up that waist. We also want to draw the shoulder blades down the back, so if you just lift those shoulders up towards the ears, and then slowly bring them down, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. You're moving those shoulders away from the ears, and that's what we want. We don't want any tension or stress in the upper body. We also want to reach out through the top of the head and look forward. So this would be kind of your standing neutral position. From here, we're going to stretch the neck first of all. So we're going to breathe in through the nose as we take the nose up towards the ceiling. And then we exhale through the mouth as we bring the nose down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to come down. Inhale to lift, lift right up. Also lift that chin so you stretch underneath the chin. And then bring that chin all the way down onto the chest so you stretch the back of the neck. Keep going. Easy breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last set. Now, looking forward, I want you to inhale through the nose as you turn that head to the right. Exhale through the mouth as you turn the head to the left. Inhale through the nose as you go over to the right. Exhale through the mouth as you go over to the left. Keep going. Relax those shoulders. Easy breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Make it the last set. Always make sure you're even on both sides. And now from here, looking forward, I want you to place the hands at the side of the ribs. So I want your fingertips at the side, or your fingers, and then I want your thumbs at the back. And I want you to make sure they're at the lowest part of the rib cage. Okay, with your feet hip width apart, you draw in that belly button back towards the spine, and then you're going to breathe in through the nose into the rib cage. And then exhale through the mouth. Breathe into the rib cage, into where the hands are. Exhale through the mouth. Keep going, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now you don't want to lift those shoulders up or lift up the chest. That's why we're breathing into where the hands are, the lowest part of the rib cage, into the sides and the back. This is our lateral breathing, and we do this so that we can keep the breath away from the tummy area, away from the abdominals, because we're going to need to engage those abdominals when we do our Pilates movements. So breathe into the rib cage when you're engaging the abdominals. I want you to feel the weight of the body on all four corners of the feet, from the big toe to the little toe and the side of the heels. Now bring those arms down to the side. And now from here, I want you to bring the heels together, balls of the feet apart. We're going to work the ankles, we're going to work the calves, we're going to work the inner thighs, and we're going to work the glutes. So place the hands on the waist, draw in that belly button again, in again, and then draw the shoulder blades down the back and reach out through the top of the head. From here, we just lift up, squeezing the glutes, and then come back down again. Lift up and down. up and down, up and down. Now those heels might come apart as you lift up, that's okay. Just try and keep those thighs together and really squeeze those glutes on the way up so that you're working the glutes, you're working the quads, you're working the hamstrings, you're working the calves, you're working the ankles, you're working everything. That's what's great about this exercise. And the more reps you do, the more you're going to strengthen those muscles and tone up those legs. So let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back down. Open the legs now so that those heels are shoulder width and the feet are still outwardly rotated. We are going to work the glutes a bit more, and we're going to work the quads, and we're just going to get that heart rate up a little bit. So, interlacing the fingers, bending the elbows in front, we're going to do our sumo squats. So we bend the knees, bring the hips down, and then squeeze the glutes on the way up. So we bend and lift, bend and lift, bend and lift. Keep going. Okay, try and keep that torso straight. Don't lean forward. Some people lean forward. I don't want you to lean forward. I want you to keep that torso nice and straight. Work those glutes a bit more. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Make sure those feet are now hip level again. Place one hand on top of the other, in front of the sternum, in front of the chest. And now again, just a little bit of dynamic movement, warming up the body. We're going to bring one knee up, hit those hands, then bring the other knee up, hit the hands. So just picking up the pace, just lifting up those legs. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let's go to the back of the mat now. So you've got most of the mat in front of you. We're going to stretch the hamstrings and stretch the spine by doing the roll down. So from here, I want your tailbone shooting down towards the floor. So I don't want you in an anterior tilt or a posterior tilt, hips coming forward or back. I want that tailbone shooting down so that you've got equal weighting between the front muscles and the back muscles. From here, your arms are by the side. Again, draw the shoulder blades down the back, reach out through the top of the head. From here, we inhale. We exhale as we lift the belly button, soften the chest bone, drop the head and roll down the front of the body, bending the knees if you need to bring those fingers all the way down onto the mat. So it's really important that that head is nice and long and heavy and that those fingers are on the mat. Even if you bend the knees, don't worry. From here, we inhale. We exhale as we lift that belly button, engaging the abs, and then we roll up, maintaining that rounded back to protect the lower back until the tailbone shoots down, the shoulder blades come down, and then we reach out through the top of the head. We go again. Inhale. Exhale, lift the belly button, soften the chest bone, drop the head, and roll down the front of the body. All the way down. Okay? Keep that head nice and long and heavy. Just feel the hamstrings stretch. Feel the spine lengthen, especially in the lower back. Again, we inhale. We exhale as we lift that belly button and we slowly roll up, looking through the legs to stay centered. Tailbone shoots down, shoulder blades come down, and we reach out through the top of the head. This is a great exercise for stretching the spine and the hamstrings and can be done throughout the day, especially when you wake up in the morning. So we're going to go again. Inhale. Exhale, lift the belly button, soften the chest bone, drop the head and roll down the front of the body, all the way down. Now, from here, grab hold of the opposite elbow and rotate from one side to the other. Keep going, rotating from one side to the other. Nice and easy. Let's come back to center now. Let's drop the hands, bend the knees and come into all fours. Okay, from here, your wrists are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips, your head is in line with the spine. Now, if you have any wrist issues, we're not staying on all fours for too long, but if you do have any wrist issues and you're feeling some pain now, or some knee issues, knee injuries, fold the mat so you have some padding. Place the hands or the knees on that folded mat, or place a towel underneath. Okay, so from here, we're going to stretch that spine a bit more. So, again, let's get that core engagement. So, head is in line with the spine. Lift up the armpits, lift up the belly button, but don't change the shape of the back. Keep that belly button lifted up towards the spine. And then again, you breathe in and out through the rib cage. Feet are relaxed. From here, we inhale to prepare. We exhale as we lift the spine up towards the ceiling, tucking in that tailbone, looking towards the pubic bone. Inhale as you go into extension. Bring that spine down, lift up that tailbone and look forward. Don't pull the head or neck back. Exhale as you lift up that belly button, lift up that spine, lift up those armpits, lift up the chest. Inhale, bring that spine down, lift up that tailbone and look forward. Exhale to lift. Really use that breath to articulate the spine. In through the nose as you go into extension. Out through the mouth as you go into flexion. In through the nose. Move the head and tailbone at the same time. Exhale to come up into flexion. Last one as you come into extension. And then come back to center. Head in line with the spine, lifting up the belly button. I want you to step one hand forward and then the other hand forward. Fingertips nice and wide. Hands flat on the floor. Lift up that belly button. And now tilt forward and back a little bit. Forward and back. Forward and back. Keep that head in line with the spine. From here, you're just getting some movement in the knees and some movement in the wrists. Just enjoying it. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to come down onto the mat. So for some of you, bending the elbows and just coming slowly down onto the mat is great. For others, you might just want to bring yourself down onto the mat, being careful on the lower back. So from here now, I want you to place one hand on top of the other. And then I want you to place the forehead on the hand. Okay? So you're reaching out through the top of the head and your legs are at hip distance. You're going to relax the shoulders, okay? So again, take them away from the ears. And then from here, we're going to do a thoracic spine extension. So we're just lifting the upper body and the arms and the head and neck go with it. So you're going to keep those hands glued to the forehead. So from here, we inhale. We exhale as we push the hips into the mat. We draw the shoulder blades down the back as we lift. Okay, you're not going very high. You're reaching out through the top of the head. And the ribs at the bottom in your front are still on the mat. And then come back down again. Okay? We're going to go again. Inhale. Exhale, push the hips into the mat. Draw the shoulder blades down the back and lift. Reaching out through the top of the head. Getting a thoracic spine extension here, but we're also building those upper body muscles. And then come down again. Okay, this time, you're going to lift the legs up one at a time. So from here, with the right leg, reach along the mat. Reach, reach, reach. You're stretching it, and then you lift. Keep reaching. Keep reaching that leg out, pointing that foot. Upper body is down, shoulders relaxed. Now you're going to circle. So you're going to use that big toe to circle, like the size of a large dinner plate. You're going to go around, you're going to keep that thigh up off the mat. If it does touch the mat, it literally just brushes onto the mat before it lifts up again. We're going to do 2 in this direction, and then we're going to change direction. Last one, and now change direction. So we're working the glutes, we're working the hamstrings, and we're working the core, and we're working the back extensors. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg down. Okay, make sure that those shoulders are relaxed. You're looking down, reaching out through the top of the head. This time, you're going to slide the left leg along the floor. Reach, 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 and then lift. Lift up, and then again, pointing that foot, activating that glute. We circle round. Use that big toe to draw that circle. Circle round, keeping the thigh off the mat if you can. If you can't, hopefully it's just brushing onto the mat before it lifts up again. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Change direction. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back down. Okay, this time we're going to lift the upper body and the legs. Now, if that's too much for you, just lift up the upper body, okay? So, we inhale. We exhale as we push the hips into the mat. We lift the upper body and the legs. Lift up the abdominals. Now, I know that might sound strange, but you will be, if you concentrate on lifting that belly button up, you'll be lifting those inner abdominals. Lift up those legs, squeeze those glutes, and then come back down again. Okay, if that feels okay, we're going to go up and then we're going to extend the arms out into a Superman, Superwoman pose. So we inhale, we exhale as we push the hips into the mat, we lift, we extend the arms, head is still in line with the spine, so you're still looking down. Lift up that belly button, lift up those legs a bit more, squeeze those glutes, reach out through the hands, through the feet, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the elbows, come back down. Again, great exercise to work those back extensors, those glutes, those hamstrings, and the core. This time, we're going to take it a level up again. We're going to bring the arms by the side, palms facing up. Legs are hip width apart. We're going to lift the upper body, lift the legs, and then pulse the arms. Again, if lifting both the legs and the upper body is too much, keep the legs down. Okay, so looking down, inhale. Exhale, push the hips into the mat, lift up, and now pulse those arms. Keep pulsing. Keep pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. We're going to go again. Inhale. Exhale, push the hips into the mat, lift up, and heel tap. You're tapping those heels. Reach out through the top of the head, and we keep going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down. Wiggle that bottom from side to side. Just releasing those lower back muscles. From here now, place the hands underneath the shoulders as you push yourself up and go up into all fours. Again, wrist is underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips, head in line with the spine. Reaching out through the top of the head. From here, we're going to do sternum drops. So keeping that belly button lifted, from the waist downwards, you're going to keep it nice and still. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, fingertips wide. And now, you're going to drop the chest so the shoulder blades come together towards that spine. Now you're going to open up the shoulder blades as you lift the thoracic spine, the upper spine, up towards the ceiling. Bring those shoulder blades together, drop the chest down. Open the shoulder blades, lift up that thoracic spine. It's like a pair of curtains. Close the curtains, drop that chest. Open the curtains, lift up the thoracic spine. So this is all about shoulder blade mobility. Okay? Don't bend the elbows. Keep them soft, but don't bend them like you're doing push-ups. Last one. Come back to center. Sit back onto the heels, spin the legs around, come to the front of the mat. From here, you're bending those knees, your feet are hip width apart, and you're sitting nice and tall on the center of the sit bones. You're going to draw in that belly button again, lift up that waist, and again, lift up those shoulders up towards the ears. Easiest way to draw the shoulder blades down the back. Shoulders are now away from the ears. You're going to bring the arms forward, palms facing each other. We're going to go into a halfway C curve, so we're not rolling all the way down, we're just going halfway. From here we inhale. We exhale as we draw in that belly button, round the back, tuck in that tailbone and stop. Now, if that feels too much on the lower back, then just lift up a bit more, but always have that tailbone tucked in. Keep the feet flat on the floor as well, even if you have to lift them up slightly. Lift them towards you. Shoulders back, okay? Make sure those shoulders are back and that head is in line with the spine. Draw in that belly button. You're in that halfway C curve. You're going to bring one arm up and then swap. You're doing your scissors. Keep going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms forward, draw in the belly button, roll up with a rounded back, stack up nice and tall. Lift up that waist, draw in that belly button, reach out through the top of the head, halfway C curve again. Inhale, exhale, draw in that belly button, round the back, tuck in the tailbone, and hold. Shoulders back. From here, take both arms up and then forward. Both arms up and forward. Keep going, keep those feet flat on the floor. You're working those abdominals for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms forward, join that belly button, roll up with a rounded back, and then stack up nice and tall. Join that belly button. We're going to go again. Inhale. Exhale, round that back, tuck in the tailbone and stop where it's comfortable. But always just draw that belly button in, engaging the abs. And now take the arms out to the side and back. Out to the side and come back. Now, when the arms go out to the side, they stay in peripheral vision. So don't take them all the way back past the shoulders. For 4, 3, you should be feeling it in those abdominals. 2, and 1. Excellent. Round that back, lift up, stack up nice and tall. Shoulders back, reach out through the top of the head. This time we're going to roll all the way down. So inhale. Exhale as you draw in that belly button, round the back, tuck in the tailbone and come all the way down vertebrae by vertebrae. So the head is on the mat, arms are by the side, palms facing down. Bend those knees a bit more. So feet are still hip distance. And you want that pelvis in neutral and that spine in neutral. So with that pelvis in neutral, that tailbone is somewhere in the middle. It hasn't tilted up, pushing the back into the mat, and it hasn't come down, making an arch in the back. It's somewhere in the middle. You've got equal weighting between The front muscles and the back muscles. That neutral spine, you've got a natural curve in the back. You've got a space between the lumbar spine and the mat. That's your neutral spine. Now, arms by the side, palms facing down. I want you to engage those abdominals. So we inhale through the nose. And then we exhale as we draw the belly button back towards the spine and hold it there. Don't change the shape of the back, and now breathe in and out through the rib cage, like we did when we were standing. We're going to start with toe taps. So we inhale. We exhale as we float one leg up into tabletop, knee directly above the hip, shin parallel to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, float the other leg up into tabletop. Now those legs are hip width apart. You haven't arched the back, you're still in neutral, okay? Bring it back to neutral if your spine has moved. Draw in that belly button, engage the abs. Now, with the thigh bone, not with the shin, keep that 90-degree angle. Inhale as you take that thigh bone down, tap. Exhale as you lift it up. Left leg, inhale as you come down, tap. Exhale as you lift up. Keep going. Inhale to come down, exhale to lift up. Inhale to come down, exhale to lift up. Now this is all about lumbopelvic stability. So you're keeping the lower back, the hips, the pelvis perfectly still. No rocking and rolling. You're keeping that back in neutral. You're learning to engage that core and you're strengthening the abdominals. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Bring one leg down and then the other leg down. From here, we are now going to work the abdominals even more, strengthening the abdominals by doing ab curls. You can keep your feet down or we can raise them one by one. So start off with interlace the fingers behind the head, elbows are wide and in peripheral vision. Again, pelvis in neutral, spine in neutral, draw in that belly button. If you want to raise the leg, inhale through the nose. Exhale, bring one leg up into tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, bring the other leg up into tabletop. Now bring those legs together. Pelvis in neutral, spine in neutral. Draw that belly button in. Inhale to prepare. Exhale as you lift the upper body, chin away from the chest, look over those knees. Inhale to come down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to come down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to come down. Keep going for 6, 5, 4. Keep using that breath. 3. Ribcage come down into those abs. 2. And 1. Excellent. Come down, bring one leg down, then the other leg down. Bring the arms back by the side, but this time palms facing up towards the ceiling. We're going to work the obliques, the side abdominal muscles. Relax those shoulders, inhale. Exhale as you peel the upper body off the mat again, chin away from the chest. Now you're gonna go to the side, so you're going to bend to the right side, touch the ankle, come back to center. Go to the left side, touch the ankle, come back to center. Keep that upper body lifted. Okay, bend nicely, touch the ankle, reach, and come back to center. Keep going, you're working the obliques. Keep going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, come down. Okay, we've nearly finished. We're going to take that all up a notch, really working those abdominals. So we're going to bring one knee up towards the chest and the other knee up towards the chest. We're going to place the hands on the ankle. We inhale. We exhale as we lift the upper body off the mat, just as far as the tips of the shoulder blades, chin away from the chest. Okay, place the left hand on the right knee and the right hand on the right shin. Bring that right knee close to the head. Extend the left leg out so the foot is head level or higher. Elbows nice and wide. You're in your single leg stretch position. We're going to swap the legs. Bring that knee in. Pull that other knee in. Keep going. Just swapping, pulling the knee in. Opposite hand on opposite knee. Keep going, working those abs. Keep going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in, head down, rock from side to side, gently massaging the back. Okay, last exercise, working those abdominals a bit more. Hands, keep the hands on the knees, inhale. Exhale, peel the upper body off the mat. Chin is away from the chest. Place the hands on the ankles. From here, we're going to go into double leg stretch. So extend those legs up towards the ceiling. Arms are parallel with the ears. And now rotate the arms as the knees come in and place the hands back on the ankles. We're going to go one more time, lifting the legs up towards the ceiling. Arms parallel with the ears. Then bend the knees and place the hands on the ankles. Now, if you want to work those abdominals more and your back is okay, you bring those legs lower this time. So you extend and then rotate those arms, bring the knees in. Extend. Rotate the arms, bring the knees in. So just bring the legs to where it's comfortable on the back and keep that back stable. Keep going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees in, head down, rock from side to side. Bring one foot down, then the other foot down. Lift yourself up. Spin over, cross those legs. Rotate those shoulders. Big smile. Rotate the other way. And you're done. Thank you so much for joining me. See you at the next episode. Bye.